Coming to you from my messy apartment in beautiful North Wahpeton. You've turned into the Grovcast. Eric Grover here, sports editor, Wahpeton Daily News, and I'm feeling a little frisky. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a weekly feature from the Daily News, talking local sports, pro sports, and whatever I feel like. And boy, did we pick the right week to start this up. How about those Huskies? Let's start with the football team, because that seems like a natural choice. Boy, gotta say, if you're a Wahpeton supporter right now, you gotta be feeling really good. Your team is 1-0 right now, and lucky to be there. I mean, let's be honest. Talking around with people around the community, there wasn't a lot of optimism going into this first game against St. Mary's, and Wahpeton is showing everyone in North Dakota exactly where they stand right now. I'm impressed. I did not see this coming. I didn't see this much of a improvement in 1 year. They're really coming on strong. But you can't be surprised with all the veterans that are on that team. Lots of seniors this year. They got to have, 12, 14 seniors. And last year they had, 5? I forget who it was. I was talking with someone the other day. They told me high school football is senior loaded, and it's a senior sport. And yeah, they're right. And it's a lot of the seniors getting it done. It starts with the running game, obviously. Everyone knew that they were going to run the ball. It was just how effective they would be, and they were extremely effective. Can you top 340 yards on the ground? That's not going to happen. Do you think that they're going to get more than 340 yards on the ground in a single game this year? I don't know. It's possible. They threw the ball 4 times. They only had to throw the ball 4 times, and I'd really like to see what's going on with that passing offense. I'd like to see some more of that developed. I'm really looking forward to getting my first glimpse of the team on Friday, which leads us to the big story of the week. The Harvest Bowl. Are you kidding me? We got a new name for it? I'm still calling it the Twin Town Showdown or the Border Battle. It's got so many clever names, They're full of alliteration, which is something I love, personally. Wap versus Breck, and if you're just looking at it, if you're just eyeballing this on paper, Wahpeton has all the momentum, and Breck has absolutely no momentum, and that might translate into a couple points on the field. How could it not? You have to like Wap's chances right now. They've got the number 3 ranking in Class 2A, and Breck is got half of its roster. 60% of the roster? They've got how many guys out? 14, 15, including their best guy, Erlinson, who is going to miss 2 to 5 weeks. And it's going to be hard to recover from that. But I'll tell you what, Breck hasn't lost a home game in quite a while. They didn't lose one last season, and I don't have my 2009 figures on me here, but I believe they did pretty well in that. So it's been in that season. So it's been a long while since they've lost a game at home, and this is the game. And Breck has the athletes to give them a game. A lot of those, the big battle is going to be on the line, obviously. Wap has that monstrous line, which is how they got through St. Mary's. And Breck is putting a lot of its skill guys on the line because they have to, because they got to plug those guys in there. It's going to be interesting to see what the Breck skill players are going to be able to do. That's going to be the main story. Can they put some points on the board? maybe a defensive touchdown. How are they going to respond on D? How is that defensive line going to keep guys like Lincoln and Medhaug and T-Grip from just bouncing outside and taking it up through the gut and running wild and stopping them from getting 300 yards? I don't know. If you have to ask me right now, I'm taking... Well, there's not a lot of field goals in high school football. If this were a pro game, I'd take Wap by 10 right now. But I'm not predicting a lot of field goal action. So what? So I got to take Wap by 7 or 14. I'll take them by 13. I think that they have a real good-looking shot right now. But Breck's definitely got that fighter's chance, and it's the first game of the year. They're a little bit shell-shocked, and they got a lot to play for. So it's going to be anybody's game. Through the joy of editing, we're going to shift from here right to Wahpeton High School. We're going to talk a little bit with Zayne Medhaug. Here he is. All right, we are here with Zayne Medhaug, running back for the Huskies. A very pungent odor coming from you right now. Just got done with practice. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, tell me about how's practice going this week. Big week for you guys.
It is. Breck week. Going good, though. We're working hard just like usual, taking things just like every other game.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to last week when you guys were playing St. Mary's. First game of the year, and just a huge road test. How did you guys come out with that win?
Well, we just came in. We were the underdogs because they were probably the number one team from the West. We just came in, took it like every other game, ran the ball like usual, beat them up front.
Yeah. Talk about the offensive line, because that's a real strength for you guys this season. What kind of blocking were you getting from your guys up front?
They did a heck of a job. They did big guys up front, and they made huge holes for us running backs to run through, and they just took it to them. Yeah. They were the reason we won.
What kind of things does your team still need to work on at this point?
Defense, for sure. We had pass coverage, we had some big plays, and then tackling, we missed some tackles. But when we get it together, we'll be good. And in the fourth quarter, actually, we needed to stop, and we got it.
Yeah, talk about that fourth quarter. You guys had the lead going into halftime, and then, St. Mary's came out with a strong third quarter, took the lead back, and you guys could have folded up right there. And maybe last year that's something that would have happened to you guys. What changed this year? What was different about that fourth quarter?
That's the thing. Last year, we got down in the third quarter. We kind of folded up and let the game go away. This year, when they scored, we came back, hit them in the mouth, and scored back again. Then we stopped them, scored again, then stopped them again, and that was game.
Yeah. Well, let's look ahead to this week. You have Breckenridge, another tough road test. It's the border battle, Harvest Bowl, whatever you want to call it. How are you guys getting ready for that?
Well, we're just taking it like every other game. We're going to do our thing, run the ball, most likely. That's what we do around up here. And defense, we're going to try to contain them, and hopefully we win.
All right, man. What's going to be the big key for you guys?
Defense and then line. Last year they beat us on the line, threw us around. This year I think we got a better line. They worked really hard so far. I think we can win.
All right. Do you have a prediction for the game? I gotta ask you.
Well, my prediction is we win just because from Wahpeton, but I think it's going to be a good game. It could go either way.
All right. That was Zayne Medhaug and the noisy belt fan in the Huskies wrestling room. And now I find myself in the Breckenridge boys locker room, and I'm with a trio of Cowboys here. I'm with Cole Praus, Casey Materi, and Turner Blaufuss, Daily News intern. And, you guys have a big couple days ahead of you getting ready for the WAP game. How have things been going so far? Casey, let's start with you.
We're working really hard in practice, and we're getting a lot better.
Cole, how are you guys going to make up for all the guys you have out?
Yeah, we're just going to play hard, fast, and smart as we can.
Okay. Good answer. Turn, what's going on? What are your thoughts about the game here?
I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think we have a great shot going into it. nothing to lose really. Everyone's they're the ones with the target on their back, not us. They got everything to lose, and we don't really have anything.
How are you guys going to win?
Like Cole said, playing smart, strong, and fast.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, let's change pace, wrap up the podcast with a little Mike Vick discussion. I saw something stupid on ESPN today, and no surprise there. Anyway, it was this poll question about whether you thought that Mike Vick deserved his huge contract. If you don't know, he got a 6-year, $100 million deal. And, he's America's least favorite dog killer. And that's the only reason why anyone would formulate this question. And I just thought it was stupid because obviously he's played well enough to deserve that contract, but I thought about it more, and he doesn't have the health to reap that sort of contract. He's only played one full season, and he's not reliable. What are your thoughts on Mike Vick?
Well, with his play style, really, I guess it's kind of strange it's such a long-term contract because he's a great runner, obviously.
He's 31. I mean, you think his legs are going to hold up in 5 years, Casey?
I don't think so. He'll probably slow down after the third year.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
And have injuries.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it's risky giving a quarterback in his 30s that kind of money. I mean, look at the money that the Colts just gave Peyton Manning, and he's out,
Questionable.
He's questionable, whatever. It's the release date of Madden. Today is Tuesday. You will be listening to this on Wednesday. But Madden came out today, and Michael Vick is frequently known as the most dominant Madden player of all time. Back in 2004 when he was on the cover. Did you guys play that?
Yeah, a lot.
Did you guys just use the Falcons? That's what all I did. I just use the Falcons and I just roll out and just get 60 yards. It's so easy. Are you guys picking up Madden this year?
I'm probably going to.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
I just want to get it.
Well, did you get it
I haven't got a Madden in the past 2 years. So I think now would be a good year to get one.
See, that's what I kind of do. I get games on a 2-year cycle. Well, why are you getting it?
I just feel like I'm ready for a new one.
Yeah.
And I've heard they've made so many improvements, and I just thought this year would be the best year.
So you're going to guilt the parents into buying it for you?
Yeah. I might wait till Christmas. I think I have the patience for it.
Couple quick things before we wind down this week's Grovcast here. Wanted to talk about Science Football Road briefly. They had a big road win on Saturday over GC Bottineau, 37-6, and they'll get 2 weeks off before their next game. They'll be taking on Grand Rapids at home. They had a tough showdown with Grand Rapids last year on the road, so Chuck and the guys will be looking for a little revenge. We'll see how that turns out. And by the way, the football game on Friday isn't the only big Breck-Wap showdown this week. Be great to see a lot of people get out there on Thursday for the Wap-Breck volleyball game. 2 up-and-coming teams there. Breck volleyball got its first win on Tuesday. And, so that game will be on Thursday. Looking forward to seeing that. So, yeah, I think we're winding down here. And I'd like to thank my guests, Zayne Medhaug, Casey Materi, Cole Praus, and Turner Blaufuss. Looking forward to it next week. This has been the Grovecast.